Good morning, 8:50 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Thursday, June 13th, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So a lot to go over on the charts this morning. I want to welcome everybody in for tuning in on this Thursday morning. It's 8:51 a.m., so bright and early. As we can see, Bitcoin's down 595 points this morning to 67,687 or 700 range. We've got XRP down about 1.25% to or 1.28% to 48.52 range. We've got the XRP Bitcoin pairing down about 0.5% to the 717 sat level. We've got XRP market cap down 377.4 million, or down 1.38% to that 26.9 billion. And then we've got a few things of reading that are important. But we got Ripple extending another collaboration with Arcax to boost real-world asset tokenization on the XRP ledger. So that's some news this morning to talk about. I don't know what the hell happened here. No, we don't want Amazon. And then we've got XRP stuck below 50 cents despite Ripple's 3 big announcements this week. So we'll go over that just so everybody can get caught up. And then the XRP news today, the Ripple case, the appeal, and the U.S. presidential election. So we've got 3 bits of reading that I find important in their own right. We'll start with the XRP news today once we get into this, and then we'll work our way out through the collaboration, and then just some of the key events that have happened this week. Not creating much buzz in the XRP as far as the price action, but a lot of things going on behind the scenes, and even more reason why I think this is the time to utilize. This is the time to take advantage of XRP. And I'm not just saying today, I'm talking about the time of opportunity, the accumulation phase, which I've rephrased the time of opportunity, because I firmly believe we're in this momentary phase here where it's not going to last forever. We don't know how long it lasts, but one thing I can tell you is you buy to the bottom. When you start to get into a bearish momentum and then you find the proper opportunity, right now it's breaking down out of even that short-term uptrend. So the fact that that short-term uptrend is given way, I mean, this could lead to a much bigger consolidatory drop here if this continues to play true. It's already broken through that new defined uptrend. Let me get rid of some of this stuff so it's easier to see. So we're going to get rid of all this stuff, and we're going to look at this from a grand scale, so it's a little bit easier to look at these charts now for XRP. And I like to do it in real time. I could have did this before this update, but I like to do it in real time so everybody can see what we're looking at here. And if we look, I mean, even if you look at it from this regard, and we should come up from all the way up here so we can. There's 2 ways though. I might prefer to do it like this just because we hit that resistance and now it's kind of coming across here. I like it like this because this is showing you how urgent this is. If we break below this little trend here, it's not going to be good. And right now it looks like we're coming to the bottom side of it. It looks like we're on the bottom side. Doesn't mean that we necessarily are 100% breaking down, but like I said yesterday, there's areas to hold. And right now XRP could very well be doing its best imitation of going bearish here. And I want to see just in case we get a rejection here, what we're looking at. Looks like it's going to do it from right about here. That's right around the 471 level if it does break down from here. So let's just pay attention to that. As in the 15-minute, it's breaking a little bearish here. So the technical target on a drop out of this short-term consolidation is going to get you somewhere around 47.17. So this morning, we don't want to start out with bad news, but if this does break bearish, it's another 3% drop. Another 3% drop or a 1.2 cent move down to that 47.1 cent area. And that's the bearish proposition here. If this breaks down bearishly, which as of right now, it looks like it very well could be. Looks like we could be busting bearish here. We got a bearish candle here. 30-minute. It's a reversal candle. If it comes down just a little bit farther. If we come down a little bit farther, we could be sneaky reversal here as well. But in the 30-minute, it looks quite bearish here to start the morning. So we'll just have to see if this continues to play bearish here in the immediate short term. But the more it plays down, the bigger of an opportunity it becomes. just becomes a bigger opportunity every step down. And if it does break bearish, and let's just say 471 can't hold, and we do play this true back to the bottom, even though it's still set up in a very interesting bull flag, which if we came down to 47 cents area, we could double bottom. So this could just be coming down for a double bottom, but we have to be very cautious. But I can show the other way we can look at this. We've got the downtrending support, or the drop down to support. We've got this uptrend here that's trying to establish. If we look through it from just the totality of this pattern, like we were showing in the other chart, this is why it's important. The other chart shows it from a smaller level. This is the more grand scale. So it's really, it's coming to a make it or break it moment as we're trying to back test, or riding this back, or not even back testing, but we're trying to break this downtrending resistance here that's formed, like the resistance 1 up here at around 52.5, resistance 2 right here around 50.6, resistance 3 right now is around 48.6. A breakdown leads us into that 47.1 cent area, and then if you break below all of those areas, you're going to retest this all-time pattern formation for XRP, and we're just going to have to deal with it if it does. And that's going to be everything. If it drops down there, we're going to fall so oversold into all of these time frames that it seems to be a major opportunity. Even if you just buy this opportunity just for a rebound retest and then you watch it fall through, that's fine. But there's going to be an opportunity if and when it comes down here. And the more we break down here in the short time frames, the more it starts to line up with the retest of this uptrend. You sell resistance, buy support. So now you'd be looking at an area of opportunity down here if we were to break down at 40 cents, 39.7. But that remains to be seen because we haven't broke down yet. That's the, okay, we broke down and we're heading into a worst case scenario, but we still have to get past 47.1 and this underneath support at 45.5 area. If those two areas break, okay, well then we have a better than not shot of coming down there, because then one could argue that we could even try to do some kind of bottom here and try to prove that these levels of support could hold. But that remains to be seen. That's XRP. That's the best interpretation I can give you because I want to stay in the micro today. We do have the macro look as well, but I want to stay in the micro movements just so you can see what's happening today. If we want to reverse back up here and not fall out, we know the pattern structure here this morning. We know the pattern structure. Let's go into a smaller time frame. If we don't want to fall out, like we were saying, this could be a reversal candle. We very much want this to be a reversal, and we want to bounce off the 48.6 cent mark to the top side. But understand that we also need to break over to reverse this short-term bearishness over that 49.1 cent, hold that, and then we can start pushing up. Bitcoin's down 547 points today, or 0.81% to 67,682. Bitcoin as well came down this morning to 67,464. It tried to push up to 68,420 in this 30-minute candle, and as you can see, though, it got sprung down very, very hard. And now the fact that it's at 67,692 or 711, this candle is going to be a bearish candle at the end of this, especially in the next 30 seconds, unless we have a massive recovery. But it doesn't look like that's what's happening. It looks like the morning's going to start off slightly bearish. If we look at the US dollar currency index, it's at 104.84. So it looks like it's moving down here to start. It was momentarily coming up, but now it's starting to break back down. I can't imagine that there's a lot of opportunity in the dollar unless they're trying to momentarily manipulate it up just so it doesn't look as bad as it is with all these countries dumping dollars. So we'll definitely have to watch this to see how it remains within the pattern formation. But with Bitcoin, we're still on the outside of the pennant flag. Starting out a little bearish to the day, but I still say it broke out of a pennant flag, that downward consolidation. And right now, it's been a pain in our ass, the 70,000 area. We need to get over 70,000 if we want to break bullish. The 2 hourly doesn't look awful, but the 30-minute we can see in the short term created somewhat of a bearish candle. It didn't get quite the steam we needed and got rejected on the 30-day, or the 200-day and the 30-minute time frame. So this could lead to further consolidation. Now I'm going to take off this part of the pattern. I'm going to evolve it a little bit out of the micro part of the pattern, just like I did with XRP so everybody can see. And then after this, we got to get into quite some reading. So please make sure to hit that like button if You appreciate my work so that YouTube can recommend this update. It'll allow YouTube to pass this through the algorithm or recommend this in the news feed. So if you're looking through your YouTube news feed this morning, whether you're a new viewer or you're trying to find your way back to the community, it'll show you exactly what kind of content I have. So you'll be able to find my station as well, my community, for the first time, and then you can start being an integral part. I've been here since March of 2021, and I've never missed a day of doing updates, and I do lives every day unless there's an emergency, like when my son was in the hospital and things like that. But I still was doing updates, and we have a very, very, very dedicated audience. And this is the place to be if you're looking to buy into XRP during the accumulation phase, the time of opportunity, whatever you want to label it. It's a massive opportunity presenting itself. And this is the consolidation for Bitcoin right now. If it were to break down the support, which is down at 66,500, could make it a little interesting because we're in this like falling consolidation, which these can be bullish reversals here, assuming that it continues this kind of a consolidation. These are more bearish than bullish. Assuming it doesn't fall out, you got resistance, support, support. Now push up to resistance could be warranted at 68.5. We'll see if it plays true. If it plays back down, a third hit can be down here at 66.5. So just pay attention to this with Bitcoin this morning. And then the XRP Bitcoin pairing is at 719, down 0.25%. It's still teasing this resistance area. The more you hit it, eventually you're going to break through. So we held the mid-tier support, didn't even have to come back down all the way to the uptrend. We're looking to break the 720 resistance level and then make a move up to that 740 sat level. Still looks like we're on a minor bull flag, and in time we're looking to come back up and retest near that 800 sat level, or 794 in current times. So I'm going to continue to be transparent with the XRP Bitcoin pairing. I continue to pour into it if it gives me the opportunity, as it is, and we'll continue to watch this as the days go on. We're looking for some upward volatility to start the day here with XRP, so we don't have to fall through here. Right now it looks like it could be bouncing on the top part. If you're in at some kind of futures trade here, just pay attention, and if it comes below, I would say worst case scenario, if it's below 481, no reason to ride it all the way down to 471. There's no reason. I don't even think you need to hold it that long. But if you're being conservative, that's about a 1%. But in all reality, if I'm being honest, getting below that 483, if you start falling below this area, it's a pretty bearish down to that 471. So no reason to get caught up in that. So just be very cautious if you are leverage trading. There's an opportunity just below to get out. Now let's get into some more pertinent reading. If you're looking to trade XRP and taking advantage of this time of opportunity, don't do it on Uphold. We checked yesterday during the live. On Uphold, you got 200 plus less XRP. It was $128 was the cost on just the in. So on the in and out, it would be $256, which to me is pretty ridiculous. So use BITUNIX if you're in the USA. No VPN needed. Lowest spot and leverage trading fees. You got, instead, when we tried to buy 10,000, or we looked to see how much it would cost to buy $10,000 or 10,000 tokens worth of XRP on Uphold yesterday, it was $5,028 to buy 10,000. For that same $5,028 on BITUNIX, you got 10,240 plus tokens. So take advantage of the cheaper fees, the non-existent fees, and stop getting making the crypto exchanges rich just by buying and selling. That means it would have come out to about 5.6% roughly that you would have had to make just to make any kind of profit on a swing trade. Can't do it. Video description below is BITUNIX. You don't need to do a KYC unless you send or receive from a bank account either. Take advantage of it. There's MEXC there for the XRP Bitcoin pairing. Pika Moon, which is starting to tease lower towards where we want it to. We want it closer to that 0.00006 level. But we'll be talking about that more once it gets down there. It's getting closer. And if you want to show me personal support, consider joining Tom's Army. We need to expand the audience. I would love to see more members in Tom's Army exporting the emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens, and continue on through almost 3 years now of badges. Or send one YouTube super chat per month is a great show of support. So XRP news today. The Ripple case, the appeal in the U.S. presidential election. So on Wednesday, June 12th, XRP advanced by 2.5%, partially reversing a 3.26 slide from Tuesday to end the session at 49.2. However, we're down to about the 48.6 cent level. So the U.S. economic calendar influenced buyer demand for XRP in the broader crypto market. Inflationary pressure softened with the U.S. annual inflation rate falling from 3.4 to 3.3% in May. Additionally, the core inflation rate eased from 3.6 to 3.4%. However, the FOMC raised its inflation forecast and Fed funds rate projection, sending XRP back from a session high of 49.8 cents. Notably, XRP failed to reverse the losses from Tuesday with the verdict from the SEC vs. Ripple case looming. There were no SEC vs. Ripple related cases on news on Wednesday to consider. Investors remain cautious before the verdict on Ripple breaching U.S. securities laws for selling XRP to institutional investors. After the court ruling, investors expect the SEC to appeal against programmatic sales of the XRP ruling. Uncertainty about the outcome of an appeal remains an XRP headwind. However, the XRP presidential election could alter the course of XRP in the crypto market. Coinbase CEO and co-founder Brian Armstrong was on Capitol Hill this week, drumming up bipartisan support for crypto. The Coinbase CEO shared an update on X. I met with more than a dozen Democrat and GOP senators in D.C. over the last 48 hours to discuss creating clear rules for the crypto industry and consumer protection for crypto users. There's strong bipartisan momentum to get this done in the Senate now that FIT 21 is passed in the House. Glad to see the voice of the crypto voter having an impact. The Coinbase CEO also has a vested interest in the U.S. presidential election. Investors await a court ruling on Coinbase motion for the interlocutory appeal. Coinbase filed the motion in April after Judge Katharina Falia denied, in large part, the Coinbase motion to dismiss MTD. If Judge Falia grants the motion for interlocutory appeal, and a lot of our reading we'll just do in our live tonight. I'll just read this. I don't want to make it too long of an update. This will already push it to 20 minutes. So we'll read the other two things during the live tonight. So be present at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as we've had some great lives the last few days. Coinbase would appeal the motion to dismiss ruling. Coinbase filed the motion to dismiss in August 2023, arguing the SEC lacked the statutory authority to regulate U.S. crypto exchanges. If Coinbase successfully overturns the motion to dismiss ruling, the SEC could face pressure from Capitol Hill to pull back from plans to appeal against programmatic sales of XRP. While court rulings are pivotal, the U.S. presidential election may have greater significance. Former U.S. President, Republican Party frontrunner Donald Trump recently targeted the crypto vote, saying if you like crypto in any form, and it comes in many forms, if you're in favor of crypto, you better vote Trump. In contrast, U.S. President Joe Biden vetoed the SAB 121 resolution. The SAB 121 resolution was a bipartisan vote to end the requirement for firms to include client-held cryptos in custody as liabilities on the balance sheet. A Trump victory would end the SEC regulation through enforcement era, paving the way to an XRP spot ETF market and possibly return to the U.S. to the helm of innovation. So let's get into XRP price action in the daily chart to talk against what we have, and then I'll release this so you can all see what I put in this update. XRP sat well below the 50-day and 200-day exponential moving averages, confirming the bearish price trend. An XRP breakout from the trend line could signal a move to the 50-day exponential moving average. A break above the 50-day EMA would bring the 200-day EMA into play. The SEC versus crypto case-related news and SEC activity require investor consideration. Conversely, an XRP fall through the 48-cent handle could signal a drop to 45-cent handle. The 14-day RSI reading 39.40 suggests an XRP break below the 47.5 cent handle before entering oversold territory. And as you can see, we're on the bottom side of this consolidation. So if we don't break bullish out of here and we break bearish, that very well could bring that 39 cent area back into play. And then the daily chart, as we can see, this is also below this long-term consolidation. And this goes back over a year. Started just about a year ago, I should say. So after 1 year of consolidation, as this tightens up, it looks like it's getting very close to rejection, and we do not want this rejection around 49 cents. A rejection here would be devastating. It would bring 47.1 and then possibly 45.5 and ultimately that 39.8 area into consideration. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. Thank you all so much for spending some time here with me on this Thursday morning. Don't forget to give thanks to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Remember to hit that subscribe button and join the over 22,100 subscribers. and share this far and wide on social media so we can help get the word out. If you made it until the end, hashtag be better, do better in the comments.